What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today's look is super dramatic. As you can see, I felt like I hadn't done anything really dramatic in a long time, and I had this kind of idea in my head to do like this kind of wine plum cut crease with a ton of sparkles. So I hope you guys enjoy this look. Let's get started. Alright, so I already have this side done. Let's go ahead and knock out this eye. So to prime, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D High Voltage Eye Primer. A little bit goes a long way. This stuff is potent. So I'm putting this all over the lid and up into the crease and then just blending out. Okay, and then to set the crease, I'm going to use my MAC powder here. And just a blending brush, and I'm going to go all the way up under the brow bone and into the crease. I'm not really messing with the lid too much, just really want to make sure I'm getting it in the crease, and if it does get on the lid, it's all good. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is draw out the crease. I'm going to use an angled brush. This is a Morphe S6, and I'm using the Morphe Palette 35E. And we're going to be using this black shade right here. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my brush in there. Definitely tap off so that way I don't have any fallout. Now, everyone's eyes is going to be different. So my eyes, I kind of have more of, I guess, of a almond shaped eye, and I do have a little bit of a hood. Like as you can see here, like my eye here does touch a little bit on my lid. So that's something else that you have to keep in mind, especially when you're working with glitter. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this black here, and I'm just going to draw out my crease. And it's okay if it's not perfect. We're just going to blend this up. And then I'm going to grab a 217 brush and start blending that upwards. Okay, next I'm going to go in with this burgundy tone color here. And I'm going to grab a tapered brush. This is a M139. And I'm going to put this right in the crease and above where the black is. And it is okay if this gets on the black. The reason why I did the black first was just simply because I kind of wanted to have a guide. And I want my crease to be a tad bit deeper. And then same thing again. Just going to blend it out. Now I'm going to grab my MAC 224, a blending brush, just a little bit softer, and just go in with the crease. Now on the outside, I am pulling up and out. And it's okay if you go too far out. Me personally, I do like to bring it too far out, and then I can just take my beauty blender and just clean it up and get the real precise edge that I want. Okay, now for the lid, I'm going to grab my Modern Renaissance color, my palette, and I'm going to use the Primavera color here. Use whatever sparkly tone shadow you want, and I'm going to start off with my finger first and just placing this all over the lid. And then for the places that I can't reach, I'm going to grab a detailer brush. It's a small pointed brush, M431. And then I'm just going to really get into the inner corner and those hard to reach places. Then I'm just going to take a blending brush. Okay, now for the fun part here, I'm using two glitters by NYX. The shades are, I have this more champagne-y one, it's Crystal Silk, and then I have this one here. This one is Crystal Gold. So I'm going to go with the Crystal Silk first, and I'm just going to place this all over my lid. I'm not going to sweep it around, just simply because if you sweep it around too much, it'll start to remove the shadow that I laid down. So I'm just going to start, I like to start on the lower first, And I also make sure that I hold my head up, because when I'm looking down, of course, I can see my crease, but when my head is up, see how some of the glitter transferred to the crease? Just be mindful that you keep your head up, and that way you know exactly how far to take the glitter, especially if you have hooded eyes or slightly hooded eyes. Ah, I got you. Dang it. And also, now once you start working your way up, be sure that you keep your eye down, because you really want this to dry before you start moving your eyes around, otherwise you will get transfer, like I just got. Okay, so now I'm just letting that dry down a little bit, and then next I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to use the crystal gold color now, just to kind of intensify it a little more. Okay, now I'm just going to go back in with some black shadow and really make sure I've got my crease nice and carved out. And now is the time where if I had any other glitter and that got in my crease, I'm just going to do my best to cover it with the black shadow. And then taking a 217 brush. And then sometimes, you know, I do get a little transfer because I don't wait long enough. And there might be a little glitter in there, and that's okay, you know? It is what it is, no big deal. Just blend it to the best of your ability, and you can always make it look good. Now, I do know that the trend is the actual cut crease with the glitter in there. I'm not a fan of that personally. I don't like it. It's not for me. But if you like that, then hey, you know, you can bring this all the way up in the crease, or if you just want to put glitter in the crease, you can. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and take my blender here and just kind of wipe away anything that may have gotten a little bit sloppy. Okay, so next up, I'm going to use some gel liner. I got the Tarte holiday set where they had the different color liners, so I'm going to use the shade, this is like a burgundy tone shade here. So I'm just going to go ahead and squirt a little bit of this. I'm typically not a gel liner person, but I do like the Tarte gel liners because, first of all, they come in little squeeze tubes, which is perfect for me, for my clients, because it is sanitary. And I can just squeeze the product out and not have to worry about dipping the brush into the product or scooping out anything out. And then the little brush that came with this is awesome. I have like a little angled side here, which you can't see because my camera won't focus, and then just a little sharp pointed side there. Okay, and so now make sure your glitter is dry. And I'm just gonna go in nice and tight on my lash line. And then once I get the line all drawn, I am going to go back over it because I do want to make this line visible. Typically, I don't really make my liner on my eye too thick, but today I want it a little bit thick because I really want you to be able to see that color. Alright, and then next we're going to go ahead and put a little mascara on and prep for some lashes. And lashes of choice, Ardell 110, as you can see. I know I posted a look already, just with this similar color, but that was just more so a all matte tones. If you do not like glitter, this is what makes this one totally different from the other one. That one was all matte tones. This one is cut, crease, and a ton of glitter. So if you do not like glitter, I have one for you. Don't worry. Just go back. Maybe 2 videos. Yeah. Check it out. You might like it. And if you don't like it, don't tell me you don't like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get on with this face. I was going through my products and I found some foundations and things that I don't use just simply because they weren't my favorite, but I had mentioned this in a video. What video was it? Products I regret buying. And it was the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. When I saw this last September in New York in Sephora, I was like, oh yeah, this is great. Put it on, looked awesome. The lighting in Sephora is, like, I don't know why, but Then once I got it back home, I was like, this seems a little weird, a little off, I don't know. And I think for me, what I was doing was I was using way too much product. This is just straight up pigment. So I'm going to use this today. I'm going to give it a try. To sheer it down, I'm going to use some of this Smashbox Photo Primer Oil. I typically don't even use these things on my face. I just grabbed this from my client kit because I knew I wanted something to just kind of, you know, help me sheer down this situation. So I'm just going to, and I probably got way too much, but that's okay. So I put that on the back of my hand. Then I'm just going to take a drop of this, and hopefully I can shear this bad boy down. I can make it work. Here goes nothing. Ooh, it's so pigmented. Okay, so maybe now this will make me like it. And I'm using a damp beauty blender. Oh yeah, that's already way better. Heck yeah. All right, we can do this. Just, I mean, it only took me a whole year later, you know, to figure it out. No big deal. $55 later. So I'm back on that kick of not using concealers. My under eye area is dry. I don't know what's going on. I drink plenty of water. So I am just going to take some yellow setting powder to set up under my eyes. If you don't know, the more things you put on under your eyes, the cakier it gets. So if I can skip out on putting, you know, on a concealer, then I'm going to. So I would much rather just do foundation and then the yellow setting powder up under my eyes, because I don't care what concealer you have, it is going to crease up under the eyes, simply because I know for me, I make facial expressions. All of us have itty bitty little fine lines, unless you're like 5 years old. Fine lines. Some people, it's just the way that your eyes are set on your face. You have lines, and that's okay. So don't let these makeup trends get your mind messed up. I say that all the time, especially in regards to my clients, especially with my younger girls. They'll see these things on Pinterest and Facebook and Instagram, and they come in like, oh, I want my face to look like this, I want my hair color to look like that. Don't let social media jack your brain up. Just because something is trending doesn't mean that it is popping and it needs to look right and it's going to look okay on you. And also have your own brain. Everything that's trending doesn't necessarily mean that's what you have to do, you know? Do your own thing. Be you. And then 9 times out of 10, most of these trends don't even look good in real life. Just on camera. That's why I try to do makeup that's practical for camera and in real life. It's one thing, you know, if you're like doing a photo shoot or something, but if, you know, you're doing your makeup and you're going out, you want your makeup to look good in person, not just for those Instagram photos. You feel me? Okay, and then next, you already know, CoverGirl Queen. Just my basic, my foundation, everything, my foundation routine, you guys know that is the same. So if this bores you, I am sorry. Back to the Tarte palette. And again, this palette's awesome because you got your setting powder, you got your contour shades, you got blush, and you got highlighter. Bam, all right there. All you need in life, perfect for traveling. And I love this blush tone because if you're someone that doesn't like popping blush, you just literally like a flush of color, this is it. Okay, so Wonder Pencil. And then we're going to go in with the angled brush and hit up some of the black up under the eye. I'm going to go in with some of that burgundy shade and go right on under. Ooh, that is dramatica. Okay. Lips. And I think I'm just gonna do Kat Von D Exorcism is what it's looking like. Yeah. So we went all out today. Dark eyes, dark lips, we're doing it. Alright guys, so this is going to complete the look. My nice plum and sparkly cut crease with a nice bold lip. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one.